the go-to control mage into that mid lane, and then the Orianna picked up for EDG. And looking at the comps, I feel like BLG just have a slightly better
with that priority. As you can see, Azir is constantly pushing up, but GG is already ready to pay him a visit. Oh, he actually walks over a ward, so that's not going to happen. Meantime, top lane trade going down to the wire.
Ooh, there's the kind of barrage and the Gnar. Both top laners going very, very low, but BLG needs to be so careful. The parlay is not enough, and BLG will be able to get out just about with his life. But JJ is here. Does he try to go underneath the tower? I think he does. Oh no, BLG was in the shop. He was kind of counter pick into the Gnar. They tried to force that pick, and in the rotation, as we saw the pick bam, I had to stop myself here, is Mako and Viper in a little bit of trouble. Two-man knock up, and Viper is dead. Mark will be traded though, as he was tanking the turret
with play, and Mark was on point going up against Viper. Knew that they already burned the flash, and this actually makes me a lot more
shortly though, so they need to be very respectful of that. Should be able to Gnar out. The Rift Herald will hit the tower. He does get the knockback though. No tower aggro on top of Flandre, so not able to make the most of that. Goes very, very aggressive. BLG. What was that? CS. They were backing away. It was a good call. It was a good setup. And then for some reason, it was like those moments of like, you know, the reason and then other to like completely feed this gangplank. They're also committing Scout's TP here. There is nowhere for you to go, BLG. No Mega Gnar, no way out, no flash, and no life. They get the kill, they get the tower, and they down while the Gnar is in the top side.
Yeah, and you know, BLG, this is going to be side of the map. And even without a flash onto Scout, he stays alive, and they are able to break the dragon stacking. So BLG really are on the ropes right here. You know, they use that dragon time to try and get
and maybe make sure there's no major shenanigans going down. Zika gonna be able to take one now. Didn't actually go with the Luden's Tempest in the end with the Leandri's Anguish, but you're losing so much pressure in the rest of the lane, and I feel like aiming is just lost right now. Halfway between top, halfway between mid, halfway between not getting anything, and then they trade 1-for-1. But that's a tier for the Udyr, so he's very, very fast and annoying. But you do have a Collector and a Gale Force here for Meteor, as we see a flash burnt into this bot's side. Scout able to get that one out of BLG, and this is kind of fights all around right now, as we can see Flandre forced to flash. They do get the headbutt pulverized straight onto him. This is a big shutdown. It will go to the Alistair.
To this correctly, they still wanted to go for the dragon, and now the objective is down to 3,000 HP.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get it. BLG sneak away the Baron as quick as you like, but aiming, where are you going to go, buddy? You've nowhere left. You will be sacrificed to the gods as a sacrifice for this kill. As Meteor, he gets stopped with his recall. He has to try and go straight in on top of Scout, and oh no, Viper finds Zika off screen.
You know, like, even though the exit kills definitely could have been a little bit cleaner on BLG's side, they do at least take that off the table.
Oh, we can see Flandre and BLG going head to head here again. It's Mark all on his lonesome, so a double kill for him to come back into this.
Definitely, it's going to be a really difficult match. They're so far behind in the gold lead, and right now with BLG this far behind, they don't have
the greatest of offensive Drakes to be picking up. Have got the Randuin's Omen here for BLG, as we can see in this mid lane. They're going to go straight in. The cannon barrage just to keep everybody away, and Mark trying to just walk away as best he can here. They are seeing if they can get BLG. He's not able to get anything done whatsoever. He is ticking down just a little bit more, but no. Yes, Scout will flash in, gets the
super weird angle and super late into the team fight. It is going to come down to Meteor with that collateral damage and that flash. Can he actually find it?
No, they're not going to give him any kind of opportunity to. Mako forced the flash away to fight on two fronts, but aiming jumps straight back onto the backside. That's a fantastic move from him. Zika does go down, but there's so many low health bars. This is all on aiming right now. He's going to jump onto Scout and onto Rel, but the shockwave is good enough from Scout. He gets himself into position with the Zhonyas and EDG. It was a little risky, but they get themselves the kills, they get themselves the Baron, they get themselves everything.
Aiming with a great snipe onto Viper, but it's not enough. There's just too many members alive for EDG. That was once again without a front line. I think that was the main issue. They don't really have someone to draw attention away. We saw EDG actually focus down. Come on, man. You can't do that to the man.
Yeah, he's not having a fun time. Collector, and there's your Lord Dominic's picked up here. So full items here for Flandre's Gangplank is very, very scary, and will probably one-shot aiming. So Needs to be so careful with that. Missing, or not missing, excuse me, Mako. As we see everyone just try and go in. They go straight on top of everybody, and Mark tries to follow up. The shockwave's just too good, though. They trade mid laner for AD carry. They're seeing if Aiming can keep going on the backside. He just can't, though. They're too far behind. This was a smack with your wallet. There will not be a pentakill as Scout steals another one. It's only a quadra there for Flandre, but he has been immaculate this game on the gangplank, and EDG showing another side of them that is just so damn potent. These guys are going from strength to strength right now.
All eyes on that bottom side between Aiming and Viper, but it's Flandre that really is the kingmaker right there. Aiming goes into the bot lane.
Azir, 2 A's in the mid and the top lane, and the Yone locked in here for BLG. Okay, they've got a lot of engage. They have a hell of a lot of damage.
Easy to land. It is considered a blink too. And with that crowd control and the damage follow-up potential, fairly easy to get your jungler going, as we see right now.
Ooh. There we go. Scout's in a little bit of trouble here. Level 2 versus level 3, and that means Meteor will be able to pick up first blood. We talked about that.
On this patch, Nidalee is still untouched, so incredibly powerful just with relative power.
Oh, might see this bot lane now explode as JJ is here with Meteor. They do get Viper knock up there. The Aiming goes down. Oh, actually, Mark is the first one to go down. And they jump straight in on top of Aiming. He is the Senna underneath the tower, and they will get themselves a kill down there. As might look to something in this bot's side. Is level 6, does not hit the Swirl Seed, but they have got teleports committed straight away. Crashdown lands onto 2. There's going to be a 4v5, 4v3 or 4v4 very shortly. As you can see, Meteor finally jumping in. JJ not quite going down, but Biu will. And now the Aatrox has so much damage to be able to set up so much CC. More gold funneled into it. Viper, 3 kills, all these turret plates, and they know that Nidalee's in the top side. That means they can shook everything into this bot side. That is 2 turrets for a reply of none, and all the farm going over to the side.
Stack up your ultimate with it, you know? It gives you a style point. Even though it does cost you 1 gold, I feel like this is the game to
time, and you come out with 30 extra armor, but EDG, they walk straight in on top of 2 people. He predicts the flash, and they get Zika the kill. Fantastic move here from BLG. They will get the flash out from Mako. They're trying to jump straight in on top of the cow. They will get the Streamer Shuffle and the Emperor's Divide, but double kill to Summoners. They are going to put in the TP. That dragon is gone, though. It's a little bit too late. They're trying to throw in the poke here with Meteor.
And they're into the pit. He still can't get over the wall, and now it's Mako's turn for the action.
Oh, the Shurima Shuffle puts everyone into tower range, and now they've got the Aatrox on the backside, but everyone seems to have gotten away just at the moment. They have used the Lilting Lullaby just now, so it's a 3-man sleep, and they're trying to find the targets, and they will. Zika needs to keep himself alive, but he shall not survive. 3 quick kills going over to the side of EDG, and they are not quite done just yet. Meteor in so much trouble here. He will get the Dawning Shadow over on top of him, but he will not escape. As Flandre gets them a little bit, this is where the game starts to get a little bit more difficult because they are 3,500 gold behind. Another good prediction there. Flandre gets hit, and there's the combo. You talked about it perfectly. Him all the way back while this dragon's being taken. Now the TP being committed here by Scout. Does not have the Shurima Shuffle just yet. They're going to try and commit to this one on top of the dragon. They get in, but they do not get the dragon. That's 3rd Drake here for EDG as the fight ensues. The rest of EDG trying to just keep themselves alive. It is Biu who falls, but they trade it for JJ. Massive 3-man knockup. It's a quadra kill out of nowhere for Viper, and they're going to try and gift him over to the Penta. They are going to give him over to a Viper. Gets him. Is the power of a fed Samira. It's a 3rd Drake. It's a pentakill and a Baron. This is just monumental.
And just the ensuing team fight. Once again, I feel like their front line is rather uncoordinated, and this has been the picture of the team fights we've seen from BLG this entire split. I would not characterize them as a strong team fighting team because their front line just kind of goes in 1 and 2, and you know, in Chinese we call that cooking dumplings. You throw the dumplings into the pot one at a time, and they just get devoured by the water.
Yeah, the water right now is surging, pushing forward, creating such torrential downpours on top of BLG. You can't do anything. You're so far behind on items. You're so far behind on gold, and just in general team comp right now, the late game is here, and there's nothing you can do.
True. Honestly, BLG, they do have a wombo combo, but they have to be able to get past Mako. If Mako can stop it mid-air, there's not much they can do to actually follow up. I do want to throw this out there, but the Fate Sealed is considered a blink, so it will not be stopped by the Emperor's Divide. That is something we do have to watch out for, and maybe they can get into the backline that way.
Well, we talked about the dumplings. Looks like these dumplings are well and truly cooked right now as EDG onto the Nexus turrets. They've taken down all 3 inhibitors. Meteor brought back by the Infernal Chains. Another little bit. They go straight in on top of Rel. That is a dead support if I've ever seen one. Scout gets down to half HP with 1 spear, but it does not matter because the rest of his team are just so far ahead. They jump straight in on top of Bubu, who's not had a great series at all. They try the Wombo, but it's just not going to happen. The Shurima Shuffle is there. They get the Emperor's Divide. They get all the kills. They only lose 1. And EDG 2-0 in incredibly convincing fashion and go 8-0 at the halfway point of the.
Hi everyone, welcome to the interview, and now we have Scott from Ever Gaming with us. So first of all, congratulations on very clean 2-0 victory, and also now 8 consecutive wins further solidified Edwards Games' position at the top of our LPL standing. So how do you feel about today's victory? 那首先恭喜你们非常干净利落的拿下了本场比赛的胜利嘛。那现在也是8连胜，也是进一步的锁定了你们在排行榜第1的一个位置。那现在有什么样的一个感想呢？
就是8连胜了，肯定是很开心的，但是还是比赛中间会有不少的失误吧，然后要赶紧调整过来吧。
I'm very happy about getting 8 consecutive wins currently, but also I think in the games we may make some mistakes here and there. So for this part, we still need to make some modifications for that. And also in the pre-match interviews, JJ shared about the focusing around the early game tempo and to restrain the opponent's jungler can be a winning strategy against BLG. So I'm very curious about how this tactic work in the actual game for you guys. 那其实，在赛前的一个采访之中，杰杰也和我们分享说，好像注重前期的一个节奏，去限制对面的一个打野，限制国豪，好像是面对 BLG 一个比较好的一个战略决策。那在实际的游戏当中，你们去怎么样去贯彻这样的一个战术思想的呢？
就是他们的打野选手就是国豪选手，就是可以说 BLG 的重点吧，然后就要我们准备好限制他们打野吧。
Because in our perspective, the opponent's jungler, he's the core member of the opponent's team, so we just to try to restrain his performance in the actual game. And also in game 1, that Gamblanc really performed so amazingly. And from the very beginning, together with other teammates, you also helped a lot around the top lane. So I'm very curious, playing around the top, it is the planned strategy before the game. So could you share more about that? 那其实，在第1局，圣枪哥的一个船长也是发挥的特别亮眼。我们也能看到，好像其实从游戏前期，你包括其他的一些队员，也是有花了很大的一个精力去主要照顾一些上路嘛。所以说，主打上路是不是你们在赛前就已经决定好的一个战术呢？可以多分享一下吗？
是前面对线阶段的时候，上路出了点特殊情况吧，然后后面我们再决定针对上路吧。
I think for this tactic, for this strategy, has happened in the laning phase because some very special condition happened around the top lane. So we just want to focus on the top to play our game. And also in game 2, around the Dragon Pit, Viper got a very perfect, very clean pentakill. And also, could you share more about that scene? And also, we have seen all of you try to chasing for the last opponents. And what the team's communication at that time, and were you willing to grab the last kill from Viper? 那其实在，第2局的比赛之中，小龙团那一波也是让 Viper 直接收获了5杀嘛，可以分享一下那波龙团发生什么？而且你们也是一直在追，就最后剩下的一个对面的一个人嘛，然后当时对内有什么沟通吗？有没有想着就说，哎，抢一下 Viper 的5杀这样？
就是拿到4杀之后，只剩一个豹女的情况下，他一直在喊5杀，然后。因为我第1局已经抢过1次了，所以连抢两次的话，就有点坏吧。
After Viper got a quadra kill, he just shot out like, I want the penta, and then we just chasing the last needly. And because I have already steal the pentakill from Gamblanc in game 1, I feel I will be so bad if I steal the pentakill again from Viper in game 2. And also my last question is, the next game Edward Gaming will be facing against IG, and also at the audience, we all looking forward for the matchup between you and Rookie. So do you have any expectations towards the next matchup? 那其实，在下一局比赛 ，EDG 也会面对上 IG 嘛。我相信作为粉丝，作为观众，大家也是非常期待你和 Rookie 的一个中路对决。所以说，有没有对下场比赛有什么样的一个想法呢？
就是我也打了很久 Rookie 选手嘛，然后应该是互相都懂自己的风格吧。然后我准备好的话，应该会没有什么问题吧。
I've facing against Rookie a couple of times, and we are quite familiar with each other's playstyle. So I think we will have a very good matchup for the next game. And thank you for the sharing. Congratulations again. 那再一次的恭喜你们 ，and see you guys. Bye bye.